please tell me a bit about yourself, your role, and the company you're here representing?
Okay, well, I'm David Pryor. I work as the CTO and founder of a company called Xuvasi, and we're effectively enablers down at the data layer. We do a lot of work underneath marketing capability and other tools, where we're really in the field of big data and analytics. And I came here today, like minds invited me to come and speak at their theatre, and I had the opportunity to try and take some of the covers off of the myths around big data.
Fantastic. And are you finding a lot of companies, brands are getting involved and trying to look more at this data and understand really what's going on in this kind of industry?
To greater or lesser degrees of success. There is a general feeling, we've created almost a fetish around big data. It's a hype cycle gone mad. Yes. And it means many things to many people, and a lot of people assume it's a panacea, that it's the grand savior of information management, and that's not actually the case. What it is just a way of dealing with lots of data in order to help you understand it. And unless you know what you're going to ask of that data, just having the data is no real use to you.
Okay, fantastic. Are there any kind of trends you've noticed in the data at the moment? Any like rising trends in this kind of field?
I guess there's a negative trend, which is people actively starting to backlash against this whole Hadoop solves every problem. It's about trying to target through the use of that data, and the targeting is failing miserably because the data is not giving the right answers. So things that are emerging are concepts of data gravity, which is something developed by a guy called David Pryor, which is talking about how you make data increasingly useful and make the use of that data more efficient. And moving on from data gravity, you begin to look at the ability to combine data and put seemingly disparately sourced data together to give you an integrated perspective. And those are starting to come more and more to the fore as this whole mythology around data science fades away.
Fantastic. And there are lots of sort of young people trying to get involved in the industry at the moment. What kind of advice would you give them from your standpoint on data? Like, what kind of tips would you give them with your expertise now?
I'd have to say, if you're going into big data work and you're looking to use it in any form, but especially if you're using it to target advertisements or to help market something, make sure you understand what you're trying to achieve. Don't be misled by vendors who just want to sell you their next $100,000 server. Make sure you understand what you're trying to achieve. Look at what you can already do in-house and work out how that applies. You know, if you were the person that you were marketing to, how would you want to be marketed to? Doing my research for my talk here, all the advertising spaces on my browser have been populated by adverts for big data conferences, big data vendors, because the tracking is blind, the tracking is stupid. But understand how you're going to segment that market, how you're going to find people within that market, and then you can learn how to apply the data, and then you'll learn how to make it successful.
Okay, fantastic. Thank you very much. That's really interesting. And how will our viewers be able to contact you through media, social media, or their website?
You can follow me at David Pryor. That's Prior. You will probably find me on LinkedIn. I don't do Facebook.
That's fine.
It should be banned.
Oh.
Yes, absolutely. And that's nothing to do with not wanting to hang out with the cool kids, because I'm also not on Instagram or Snapchat or anything like that. But follow me on Twitter or look for Xuvasi, Xuvasi. Find us online, send me an email.
Okay, fantastic. Thanks so much, David.
You're welcome. Thanks a lot.
I think the next big thing in digital marketing is the continuing rise of social media.